As you see, Riolu is back on my party. Why? Because, as far as I know, I don't think I'm going to be in any double battles that will force me to send out Riolu, because I don't have any other team members on my team, so yeah, I guess Riolu is going to be safe, so that means I'm free to give it all the happiness points it wants. I'm not really sure when I'm going to start using Lucario on my team. Probably summer later, once I eventually get its respective moves I want to give Riolu. So until then, it's just going to stay in my party and gain some happiness points. Alright, anyway. About Scarlet and Violet, well, I guess you can say I am doing pretty good in that game so far. I found two shinies in Scarlet and Violet. One of them is a shiny Rookidee, and the other one is a shiny Toxtricity. Okay, I almost said Toxapex for some reason. Probably because they both start with TOX. Now, about that shiny Toxtricity, I almost skipped out on it because, well, yeah, I didn't really realize that it was a shiny Toxtricity. I mean, I don't think I ever saw a shiny Toxtricity in my life, so yeah, I almost skipped out on it. I mean, I knew it was a shiny when I saw two Toxtricities on my screen, and one of them, it was a different color. And no, it wasn't the other form of Toxtricity. They were both the high amp form, I think it was. Yeah, I could be wrong about that, so yeah, excuse me if I got the forms mixed up. So yeah, anyway, one of the Toxtricities, they had a different color, so yeah, that told me that the other one I saw was a shiny Pokemon. And lo and behold, yep, it was a shiny Pokemon. One thing Game Freak could have done to the shiny Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet was maybe have the Pokemon shine in the overworld so that way you know it's a shiny Pokemon because, well, as far as I know, I think some certain Pokemon kind of look the same when they're shiny. Um, I'm sort of nervous because I don't really know if this Slackoff has counter or not. If it does, then I could be in trouble here. Okay, but at least it goes down one hit, so yeah, I'm not really sure if that thing had counter or not. Anyway, back to shiny Pokemon for a second. Certain Pokemon, they kind of look the same when they're shiny. I mean, one Pokemon I am thinking of that's the same as its normal form, I think it's Gengar. Well, some people might disagree because, well, I guess maybe some people have a different point of view. But from my perspective, I guess Gengar sort of looks the same when it's shiny. Oh yeah, I did look up a few shiny sprites before I made this video. I think Pachirisu is also another Pokemon that kind of looks the same when it's shiny. Although, I guess I could see a little bit of difference when it's shiny. I believe the spikes on its tail are pink when it's shiny. I mean, I never encountered a shiny Pachirisu in my life. I just looked up to see if there was any difference between Pachirisu's regular form or its shiny form. So yeah, I guess maybe that's a slight difference. But yeah, I'm pretty sure there's other Pokemon out there that kind of look the same when they're shiny. So yeah, if I do encounter certain Pokemon like that in Scarlet and Violet, I'm not really sure if I'll even know whether or not they're shiny. Okay, and taking out that Onyx means Gordle is going to go to level 32, and now it's going to evolve into Torterra. Wow, I can't believe it. My starter is fully evolved, and I only have one gym badge on me. Well, I guess this is what happens when you use one Pokemon throughout this portion of the game. Okay, and upon evolving, Torterra is going to learn Earthquake. I'm going to get rid of Curse, even though I don't want to because I was planning on using that move when I eventually take on Gardenia, but the problem is, if I turn down Earthquake, then I won't have Torterra learn Earthquake until it gets to either Veilstone City or Pastoria City, and I don't want to wait that long, so I don't have a choice. I have to get rid of Curse. Okay. Well, once I get to the Eterna Gym, I guess I'm going to have to brute force my way through Gardenia. Okay, I'm just going to rearrange my moves for a second because I like my moves a certain way. Alright, there we go. Okay, moving on. Okay, so back to Scarlet and Violet for a second. Well, I don't think I really encountered anything that was considered tough. I mean, actually, there was one thing that I did consider tough, and it was that kid Arvin. Yeah, you know, the one with that one dark type, whose name I can't really remember off the top of my head at the moment. Oh yeah, about Scarlet and Violet's map, I'll come back to Arvin in just a second. One NPC from that game actually pointed out that I could actually straighten up my map just by pinning it by pushing one of the buttons on my right control stick. That's something I did know about, so I feel really stupid not knowing that earlier because I think last video I said that looking at the map and kind of rotating it all the time, it was really overwhelming for me. So Yeah, I feel really stupid not realizing that I could just hold the map in place just by pushing one particular button. And that's exactly what I did. So yeah, I don't have to worry about rotating the map anymore. Okay, so back to Arvin. So I did fight him recently with his full team of 6 Pokemon, and I have to say, I think that guy gave me a run for my money. I believe his Pokemon were like level 60, and when I got up to his Dark type, well, something I never expected to happen. His Dark type took down my Lilligant. Well, his Dark type did get terrestrialized, so that means the Dark type Pokemon's Dark type moves get more powerful. So yeah, I didn't realize that that Dark type moves will get more powerful because, well, yeah, I was expecting his Dark type to have a different Char type. So yeah, unfortunately, my little kid went down to that Dark type, so I had to resort to something else. My first instinct was to set in my what was it called? Tigaton? Yeah, I think that's the name of that Pokemon that I'm currently using. And yeah, I was going to terrestrialize it so that way it could become a pure fairy, but I guess I sort of panicked because, yeah, I don't really have my Pokemon faint all that much, so yeah, I kind of got worried when my Lilligant went down. I mean, I was going to take that thing down, the Dark type that is, with my Gallade, but I didn't see Intimidate coming, so yeah, unfortunately, Gallade couldn't take down Arvin's Dark type in one hit. Not really sure what I used to take down Arvin's Dark type, actually. I think it was either Electros or Gastrodon. One of those two. Yeah, anyway, I guess that was the only time in the game where I kind of got a little worried. Although I currently have 6 gym badges, so I don't think the going is going to get a lot tougher because, well, all my Pokemon, well, they're almost closing in on level 70, and no, I didn't feed them any rare candies or anything. I just fight the wild Pokemon. And to be honest, I'm not even sure how I got them all to that particular level. I mean, it just happened in a way that I can't really explain it. Okay, I believe this was the last trainer on the southernmost area of Route 205. But there's more trainers on the northernmost point of Route 205, but I can't go there yet because, well, there's some NPCs blocking the way to the outer area of the Eterna Forest. Originally, there was supposed to be some cut trees here, but that's only in the original Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Okay, now these two people are blocking my way to the outer area of Eterna Forest because there's a swarm of Beedrill in the area. I don't see any Beedrills anywhere. Okay, what about you? What do you have to say? Oh, the Beedrills are in the honey tree. Uh, you would think that maybe you would see the overworld sprites for Beedrill at this point, but looks like that's not the case. Oh well. Okay, going inside this house here, you get to heal up your Pokemon. Even though I could just simply go back to Floroma Town and heal up, but hey, if there's a free healing spot, then who am I to complain? Well, since I am going into the Eternal Forest anyway, I might as well just heal up while it's here. Okay, and this guy over here, what does he have to say? Okay, many poison types in the Eternal Forest. What should you do? Do I press on or do I go back? Go back and buy some. Go back and buy some antidotes because your Pokemon are not going to die to the poison. Okay, upon entering Eternal Forest, I get greeted by this girl. Her name is Cheryl. She is one of 5 people that I'm going to accompany through a certain place. Now, in the original Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, you would immediately accompany her through the Eternal Forest. But in a game like this, I'm only going to accompany her after I beat her in a battle. So yeah, I guess that's something good. Okay, so trainers like her, they focus on a specific uh, a specific stat. Yeah, sorry about that. I was having a hard time thinking for a second. Okay, so Cheryl focuses on HP. But as far as I know, Drifloon doesn't have a huge amount of HP until it evolves into Drifloon. Okay, so Drifloon goes down in 1 hit. Alright, who's next? Wilmer? Okay. I have used Wilmer in the past, and yeah, that thing does have a lot of HP. But I don't think its HP is going to be enough to withstand a Razor Leaf. A Sapphire Razor Leaf, no less. Oh yeah, notice how Cheryl has 4 Pokemon in this battle and not just her one Chansey? Yeah, that's another thing about this battle and what you're going to be experiencing once you eventually accompany Cheryl through the Eternal Forest. Okay, here comes her Chansey. In the original Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, I believe Chansey's only offensive move was Egg Bomb and nothing else. I believe its other moves consisted of Soft Boiled and Refreshed, I believe. But in this game, Chansey's moveset has been completely modified. I believe it has Hyper Voice and Ice Beam, and I think Thunderball as well, and possibly some other move that I can't really think of at the moment. So yeah, in a game like this, Chansey is not completely useless. Okay, Makuhita. Makuhita doesn't have a whole lot of HP yet until it evolves into Hariyama. Oh, fake out? Okay, that's annoying. But no matter, I'm going to take it down this turn. Okay, good thing racially connected. This is not the last time I'm going to be fighting Cheryl. I am going to fight her again much later in the game, but with a full team of 6 Pokemon. She does have a Wobbuffet on her team, but good thing she doesn't have it in this battle, because if she did, then I don't know if I could get through this battle. Okay, so now I'm going to accompany her through the Eterna Forest, and she doesn't want to do it alone because she heard that Team Galactic is running about. Well, we're not going to encounter Team Galactic in the Eterna Forest, so yeah, she'll be safe with me. Well, even if we do encounter Team Galactic in the Eterna Forest, I'm sure I could take both those grunts down. But unfortunately, no, there are no Team Galactic grunts in the Eterna Forest. Okay, now since you're with Cheryl, every wild battle is going to be a double battle. A good thing too, since, well, I do have Torterra on me, and knows Razor Leaf and Earthquake, which could hit 2 Pokemon at the same time. But if I use Earthquake, then that's going to hit Chansey as well. Oh yeah, get this. Guess what item Chansey's holding? Take a wild guess. If you guess Lucky Egg, you would be correct. But the problem is, I don't have anything on me that could steal a Lucky Egg away from Chansey. I believe there's only one other Pokemon that could actually do that, and I believe that's Mightyetta. I believe in this game Mightyetta learns Thief upon leveling up, but I'm not about to raise up a Poochyetta into Mightyetta so that way I can get a Lucky Egg from Chansey. So I am going to get a Lucky Egg later on, just not right now. Don't worry, there's actually another way you can get a whole bunch of Lucky Eggs in a game like this. So yeah, that's going to come about later on in the game. Oh, let me see what Cheryl has to say first, because it's pretty interesting to talk to the NPC that you're accompanying with. Okay, nothing too interesting. Okay, I guess that's all she's gonna say. Okay, did I talk to this guy yet? I don't think I did. You're searching for bug Pokemon so you can win at the Eterna Gym. Uh, some of Gardenia's Pokemon, they're not just grass types. They also have another typing in addition to grass. Okay, and here's this moss-covered rock that I was talking about several videos ago, and a piece of the rock fell off, and it is the Leaf Stone. In this game, the Leaf Stone can be used to evolve Eevee into Leafeon. I did say, in a previous version of Renegade Platinum, the moss-covered rock was removed, but in this version of Renegade Platinum, looks like the moss-covered rock has been reinstated for some reason. Not really sure why, because, yeah, I don't think it really serves a purpose or anything, since I said that Eevee evolves into Leafeon by a Leaf Stone. Okay, there are 2 trainers that I saw right before I got into this wild battle, so I'm not really sure if I have enough time to take down both their Pokemon, since I'm pretty sure those 2 have a lot of Pokemon on them. Okay, I was right when I said that Chansey has Thunderbolt on it. Oh yes, if Chansey should go down, then Cheryl is going to have more Pokemon on her team, not just Chansey, so that way you won't be alone for the entire battle. Okay, looking at the time I have, I don't think I have enough time to fight off these 2 trainers here with Cheryl by my side, so I'm just going to leave it off here. Next time, we're going to continue deeper into the Eterna Forest, and hopefully make it to the end. See you all next time.